Jai Swaminarayan. Dear students, before we begin today's video session, I would like to say one real incident. Richard Attenborough, who was the famous film director in England, he went through the biography of Mahatma Gandhiji and he got highly inspired by the life of Gandhiji. And he made a film Gandhi, which was released in 1982. Ben Kingsley, who played the role of Mahatma Gandhi in that film. At the time of shooting, Ben Kingsley was unable to bring the real expression of Gandhiji on his face. He was unable to express the emotion of compassion, kindness, selfless love on his face. The whole team began to find out the reason. They all have done the psychological research and they came to know that Gandhiji is the man of truth, man of non-violence, and who is playing the role of Gandhiji, Ben Kingsley, he is from the non-vegetarian background. He is eating non-veg food. How can Ben Kingsley express the emotion of compassion, kindness and love on his face with eating non-veg food? Finally, Ben Kingsley stopped eating non-veg food. Once again, he prepared himself for the legendary role of Gandhiji. Almost after a week, they took the new shots. And to everyone's surprised, it was the wonderful expression of Gandhiji on the face of Ben Kingsley. Everybody congratulated Ben Kingsley that yes, this is what we wanted to see on your face. Dear students, could you understand anything from this real incident? Why was Ben Kingsley unable to express the emotion of compassion, kindness and love on his face? What was the reason? Dear students, the reason was the food he used to eat. The reason was the non-veg food he used to eat. Dear students, whatever kind of food we eat has a great impact on our mind, on our thoughts, on our emotion and on our expressions. In this world, we see different kinds of people around us, like good people, bad people, violent people, kindful people, selfish people, selfless people, corrupt people, honest people, devotional people, dramabaz people. So many kinds of people we see around us. But did you ever think what are the factors make them good or bad, violent or kindful? What are those factors which affect our life? There are two life-changing factors which can make our life and also break our life. Do you want to know these two life-changing factors? If your answer is yes, then first of all, take note and pen and keep noting down all the points you are learning from this video session. Dear students, there are two life-changing factors, food and friendship. It is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita that yukta hara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu. Yukta ahar, yukta vihar. Right food, right friendship. Today we will discuss about right food, and for right friendship, right company, we will discuss in our next video session. It is said in Chandogya Upanishad that annam ashitam treda vidiyate tasya yah sthavishto dhatus tat purisham bhavati yo madhyamas tan mansam yo anishthas tan manaha. The essence of this shloka is very simple. As is our food, so is our mind. As is our food, so is our mind. Our food affects our mind, our thoughts, our emotion. It is proven by Harvard University also that whatever food we eat affects the structure and function of our brain and ultimately our mood. When a person drinks alcohol, he loses the control of his mind, he loses the control of his behavior, his body, his speech. Why? Food affects mood. When we eat so much food, afterwards we feel sleepy, we feel lazy, we feel idle. Why? Because food affects our mood. Dear students, now let me tell you an eye-opening incident from Mahabharata. In Mahabharata war, Arjun has pierced the whole body of Bhishma Pitama with number of arrows. Bhishma Pitama fell on the bed of arrows. But he was having the boon of desired death, so he didn't die. Later all Pandavas, Lord Krishna and Draupadi ji, they came to meet Bhishma Pitama, who is sleeping on the bed of arrows in Kurukshetra. As Yudhishthir came near to Bhishma Pitama started giving sermon of Dharma. Everybody is listening the sermon of Dharma very carefully. At the same time, Draupadi ji got smile on her face. Bhishma Pitama noticed that. So Bhishma Pitama asked, "Dear daughter, why did you smile?" Draupadi ji said, "Oh grandsire, I am sorry for that." Bhishma Pitama said, "No, please, you tell me the reason. Why did you smile?" Then Draupadi ji said, "Oh grandsire, what a great sermon of Dharma you are giving to all of us now. But when Dushasan was pulling my saris in front of everybody, at that time, where was the knowledge of this Dharma? Why didn't you stop Duryodhan and Dushasan from the adharma, from insulting me?" Why? Bhishma Pitama said, "Dear daughter, you are right. I couldn't stop Duryodhan and Dushasan because I was eating the food of Duryodhan. I had lost my moral courage to go against Duryodhan and to favor Dharma. I was helpless. But in war, Arjun has pierced my whole body with the arrows. The blood made of the food of Duryodhan lost from my body. So now I could regain that pure knowledge of Dharma." Dear students, this is what the impact of food. Wrong food and wrong people's food can corrupt your knowledge, your sanskar, and can destroy your moral courage. So my dear students, today my question to you is, are you eating a right food or a delight food? Are you eating a tasty food or a healthy food? Dear students, you are studying in Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul. Forever you are attached with Swamiji and Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So it's our pious duty to make you aware about what is right food and what is wrong food. Today we learned the powerful lesson from Mahabharata that Bhishma Pitama, such a great personality, such a pure character, he lost his moral courage, he lost his dharma just because of having the food of Duryodhan. Many times you also go to the hotel, but you don't know that what kind of food is served to you. But I will tell you one thing, you can make a sense. In hotel, they will never waste a food. They will never waste a single piece of food. Now you just make a sense how they would be utilizing the food. If you are served a dish, if you left food uneaten, they will not throw in the dustbin. They will reutilize. Now you think that how they will reutilize? They will serve the leftover food of others to their next customers. Dear students, this is the ground reality of hotel and restaurant. If you will eat the leftover food of others, won't it corrupt your sanskar? Won't it corrupt your morality? Won't it corrupt your thoughts? And many times you are eating a roadside food, but you don't know that what kind of material they are using in that food. They are serving you the tasty food with worse material. And my dear students, I know many of you are mad behind fast food and junk food. During this corona lockdown also, many of you are ordering fast food and junk food in your home. But my dear students, you don't know that how far fast food and junk food is damaging our health. Fast food and junk food is completely unhealthy food. It increases obesity, cholesterol, digestion problem, constipation. It increases cancer risk, heart disease risk. It damages kidney. Even though people go for eating fast food and junk food. Do you know why? Because people are taste minded and fast food restaurant people are money minded. You get your taste, they get their money. Now you think yourself who has loss and who has benefit. Think yourself. And one more thing, to make you feel delighted and to give you an out of the world taste, they will add such kind of addictive ingredients and chemicals in the food which are harmful to our body. And remember this one fact, they are not running hotel and restaurant to improve your health. They are running hotel and restaurant to make their money. They don't care your health. They don't care your life. They just serve you the delight food. They don't serve you the right food. Dear students, if you eat such kind of unhealthy food, impure food, impious food, then what kind of thoughts will you get in your mind? Instead, if you eat food prepared with your mother and sister, they prepare food with lots of love and affection, it will improve your good thoughts as well as your good health. So my dear students, if you want to save your sanskar, if you want to preserve your health, then always eat the right food, not the delight food. Always eat the homemade food, not the hotel made food. It is said in Chandogya Upanishad that ahar shuddho sattva shuddhi, sattva shuddho dhruva smritihi. You cannot realize the God without right food. Now question is, what is called right food? So my dear students, right food includes two things: right quality food and right quantity food. Now what comes under the right quality food? So my dear students, before you eat anything, you need to ensure three criterias. First one is eat vegetarian food, second one eat pure food, and third one eat prasad food. Now first one is eat vegetarian food. As a human being, we should eat vegetables, fruits, grains, pulses, etc. But we should not eat non-veg food, eggs and fishes and all. Because such non-veg food is not possible without the violence, and violence is a sin. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan also said in Sikshapatri that na bhakshyam sarvatha mansam yagna shishtam apikvachit. We should not eat meat in any emergency, and we also should avoid the onion and garlic because it increases our lust and anger. So as a devotee of God, we must give up non-veg food as well as onion and garlic. Now second criteria is eat pure food. Dear students, we should eat such food which is prepared with the piousness like washing hands, taking bath and physical hygiene, etc. Eat such food which is prepared with the filter water, which is prepared with well-washed vegetables, which is prepared in well-washed vessels, which is prepared with purity and piousness. Now third criteria is eat prasad food. After cooking the food, you can prepare all food items in one single dish and you can offer that thal, that dish to God, and you can do Mansi Puja. You can offer that food to God. After offering to the God, you can mix those all food items in other all food items. You can make all food as prasad. Don't just eat a food, eat a prasad of God. It will purify your thoughts, it will purify your emotions. Now, what comes under the right quantity of food? Dear students, today I would like to say one powerful fitness mantra. Remember always, eat less than your hunger and drink more than your thirst. If you want to be healthy, then eat less than your hunger and drink more than your thirst. Many students have habit of eating so much. Whole day they will be eating anytime, anywhere, anything. And I know many students, they are eating snacks secretly in classroom also. I know many of you are watching, but this habit is bad for this mental fitness and physical fitness also. Because excessive food breaks our concentration. It makes our mind lazy, idle. And did you ever observe that why saints are living a healthy lives? Because they have prasad just once in a day. That is why they are mentally and physically so fit. So my dear students, eat at the time of eating, not the time of reading and studying. Dear students, now my question to you is, do you want to live a long life? Do you want to live a happy life? Do you want to live a sanskari life? Do you want to live a spiritual life? If your answer is yes, then always eat the right food with the right quality and right quantity. Let's all of us develop a habit of eating right food, and let's live long and live happy. Thank you. Jai Swami.